Never too late to admit when you're on. Turn on your leaf, see a new dawn. The time to decide has come and gone. Just give me a chance, we can carry on. I've made my choice, these drums of your voice, they run through my head as I remember the day. Stay in this moment.
What up, Chad? I hope you guys are having a fan-freaking-tastic, what's today? Thursday. Fan-freaking-tastic Thursday. Listen, and NCS is providing the jams right now. The song is lit. Okay, I'm just going to reduce that in my ears quick. Let me do that. Chad, let me know if all the audio is good, if you guys can hear the music, if you guys can hear my voice on top of it. Let me know. And I was saying, what? Word on the streets is Ed was finishing up some light car. that was the boys earlier this morning. They went to go play paddle. Listen, they would have to do a lot of convincing to get me on the paddle court. I'm just saying. I'm just super saying. Your bro and cardio is not often a great mix. Hanu, what you saying? Voice a bit soft. Okay, give me uno momento, s'il vous plaît. Okay, how is that? That a little bit better? Let me know if my voice is just a touch louder, a touch better there. Coding with TC saying sound good. Okay, epic stuff. So I've done a little bit of back testing yesterday and some this morning. So we're going to go through some of that together. Now, I'm only on the one monitor right now, so things are going to be a little bit hairy. But let's get into it. That's view screen. So you guys are going to see some of the inner workings for a touch here. Yeah. Don't mind that trade I'm in right now. We are looking here. So I did a little bit of back testing on NAS. So this is the open range break trade that we've been doing the last couple sessions together. Now, I did not like how this trade ran on US30. It wasn't my thing, really wasn't working for me. But on, I can't see the chat with the one screen I got going on here. Hold on a second. Let me just open up the chat on my phone. And at least I can see what your mana are saying. Feels like I'm talking to myself a little bit right now. Okay, one sec, chat. Did the music get louder now? Okay, one sec. There we go. The setting hasn't changed. Let me know if the music is still loud on your side. Because it was good a second ago, and I'm guessing it's swapped over when I switch screens. But okay, so did a little bit of back testing on it. Now on NAS, this bad boy works a lot better and is a lot easier to read. So this is the back testing session I did. Why did it say 6 November? What's today? It's supposed to be 13 November. Started this yesterday. Now we did, what was this? 9, 11, 14 trades, of which we won 9 in the back testing session, lost 2. Now let's go through some of what those trades look like. There's a whole bunch of lines on my chart for me marking out lows and highs. So to recap, so many lines in here. Okay, wait a second. Let me get rid of some of these just to clean things up a little bit. Backtesting is messy business. Okay, so basically what the strat does is you're looking at the open range. That is the first 15 minutes of New York Open. You're looking for the open range, high, open range, low. Music a bit softer. Still. Okay. And let me try and... I got all things blocking my way now. Okay. I am shocked this is loud on your side. Now, the funny thing is how I don't know how technology works. Every time I switch computers, I have to change the settings again. And you would think, like, computer to computer, everything would be the same. Clearly not. But okay, so open range for this day. So I pretty much back tested the last month. So 14th of November, or 13th of November yesterday to about 13th of what comes before November? October. Right? Yes. So basically looking at that open range starting at 4:30 since the 3rd of November. Open range there till, let's go to the 5 minutes. Just so I can show this properly. And yeah, the time frame I'm trading this on is on the 5 minute. Looked at the 1 minute, a little bit too chaotic. The 15 minute, you missed too many of the moves. 5 minutes seems to be that nice happy medium. The beat drop was hectic. Okay, is that what happened? Okay, so looking at this, basically the high of the open range was set there with that candle. The low was set there with that candle. These 3 candles are the first 15 minutes of New York Open. We got a break below here. Break back into the range. I counted this as sort of like a retest because we nearly broke below. I think I was a little bit greedy with this one because that technically would have been it recovering resistance. So we wouldn't have actually got confirmation to enter this trade. But as you can see here, I counted this as a break-even trade because we came devilishly close to hitting TP on it. Now, what I was testing it on is stop loss is determined by the support candle. Either the candle that broke the low or the candle that formed a little bit of support or resistance up there. Stop loss at the top of that candle there, TP 1.5R is what I've been working on, which is why with a 9 wins to 3 losses, you still had an 11R RR. So that was a BE trade because I would have, if you come that close to TP, I would have gone break even on it. If we look at the trades that came before it, for instance, this one, if we look at open range would have been formed at 4:30, so there. Top of the range doesn't matter as much for this example, but it would have been there. We can see here how we broke below, went back in, then immediately broke back below. I was like, okay, cool. I'll count this as sort of like a retest of that level, which maybe is a little bit aggressive because we got the proper retest more there. Regardless, sell stop below the low of the candle that did the break. Would have been tapped in there, experienced a little bit of drawdown, and then volume would have kicked in at just before 8, 5 minutes to 8. So, a couple things I've learned from this strat. We can go through more examples if you want to, but as we're doing that, a couple things I've learned from this strat is the way my lifestyle fits. If I'm not tagged into the trade or I haven't set a limit by 5:30, I'm probably not trading that setup, even if it does work out, because by 5:30, I got to get my ass to the gym. So, not for me. If you have a different schedule, you can maybe go a little bit later. Some of these trades do play out quite late. If I'm in the trade, I leave it. I can either set BE, but I'm not going to exit the trade because a lot of these do hit TP when they do hit late into the evening. So there's a couple lessons there. So at least that helps formulate. This goes from being more a trade idea into starting to have a couple rules. But these rules are based on what the data has been presenting. If we look at this trade here, 430 would have been there. Okay, that's the high there. Open range would have ended at the 440 candle. So what we saw here was a break below. Never got that retest. This was devilishly close to giving a retest, but never quite touched. I'm wanting to actually physically touch that line. Never quite touched. So if this had touched, we would have thought about taking a sell either below that candle aggressively or below that candle being more conservative. But we then broke above, tested that level, broke immediately back above, and I was like, okay, cool. There's a retest. That would be a confirmation to try and long this to the top of the range. Unfortunately for this one, reversed right back. So that was one of the 3 losses we got in this month. And we'll go through one more winning example. If we look for where that 430 candle is, there, top of the range. 440 candle over there. Okay, so with this one, from the range. Now, another rule I've seen, or not a rule, but a confluence, is if the ranges are massive. If you have nice big ranges, that's a very good sign. This range here, where one candle is basically the whole range, not your A+ setups. This one worked out, but not your A+ setups. So when the open range is that consolidated, you are probably going to consolidate for the whole session, which you can see here was the case. It just happened to consolidate eventually in our direction. So here we broke below. So already thinking like, okay, cool, maybe I want to sell this. What's going on? Broke above, broke below again, but compared to the candle that broke above, we broke below quite weakly. After that, oof, I'm actually looking at the screen now. There's a whole bunch of this going on. Let's try and get that away. Okay, that's a little bit cleaner. Doing the stream on one screen is a challenge, folks. Okay. So, broke above, broke weakly below, broke above again immediately. And I was like, okay, cool. This is consolidating. But then after this candle broke, it closed bearish, broke below and closed above. After this bullish pressure here, I was like, okay, I want to take it at the close of this next candle, see what this next candle does. Took it there, tapped me in. At this point, I thought, okay, maybe I had made a mistake because of how this candle had closed. But we tapped in. Thankfully, stop loss was below the lows of the initial candles that broke out, and then this one worked out. So would have been a little bit of a riskier trade, but it did play out in the back testing. So we can see how this sort of strat works. Even with the riskier plays, for at least for the month between the 13th and the 13th, October to November, even these riskier plays seemed to work out. Now, there is a lot of discretion involved. Would have been very valid to attempt to sell after we broke back below there, and we got these couple candles that broke back below. Would have been very valid to try and sell below there, which would have resulted in the loss, or try and sell conservatively down here, which would have resulted in a no trade. Took the aggressive buy, and that worked out quite well. I'm finding on average the 1:1.5 seems to be a really good target. You can see here we missed out on like 1.8. If you had held, you would have gotten a bit more, but then you would have been holding this right throughout the night. And I don't know, swing trading is not what I'm into right now. If we look at the other win we got, here again, got 1.5, would have maybe got 2. There was 2.5 available just. But I'll show you a couple examples where 1.5 was all she had to give. See here, we're aiming for the 1.5, didn't quite get it, so that resulted in the BE. So arguably, if we're going for like a 1.4 RR, we would have ended up with more than 11 R because we've added an extra win there without adding any extra losses. Let's go back a little bit. Here, there would have been a lot more on the table if you had held. The price kept going up. On this one, there was a little bit more available. 2R, maybe. But anything more than that would have resulted in a break even. If you had moved stops to break even, could have gotten that massive win if you had not moved stops. So again, this is just the back testing I used. I used a 1.5R, moved stops to break even once we passed 1R. Here there's a little bit available, 2.2. So your results here might be a little bit different depending on what criteria you use. This backtesting session, 1.5R, move stops to break even after 1R, and this was the result after a month's worth of backtesting on NAS. The US30 results were not great whatsoever. Not that the open range break doesn't work on US30, it's just I don't have the ability to read it as well. NAS moves a lot cleaner for me, so that's the one I'm going to be focusing on now. So in terms of this, I'm going to... What's that? Jex, when's the giveaway war? The giveaway's coming, man. Give people a chance to join in. I am going to be giving a 5K Vault Funder account giveaway, guys. Just hold a sec, we'll get to that now. Jex is like, listen, screw this NAS business. Give me my account. What was I saying? So yeah, so that's the backtesting I've done so far. What I'm probably going to do, I'm going to backtest this some more this weekend using either less RR and more RR. I'm going to do that in FX replay. And then I'm going to probably start forward testing it as well next week. I'll open a nice little degen account, probably put in maybe $100 in there. Forward test that for a week or two, see what the preliminary results of that look like. If those look really good, then I'm maybe gonna put a young little 5K or 10K funded account on the line using just that strat and see how that pays well. If this was forward testing, theoretically, an 11R would have passed you a phase 1, and that would have been in 1 month of trading, which isn't bad, and that's on the 1.5R. If you had gone for the 2R or more, it looks like, based on preliminary looks, may have gotten it, so that would have been cool. Ed, did you back test? It's like the heart button's blocking some of this word. Did you back test on my side with the neural network? I did a back test on my side with the neural network. Got 56.2% win rate on US30. It looks like it's just a bit risky. I'll run NAS now. NAS does have a little bit less volume than US30 does. But I find on certain strats that it being less volatile works to its benefit. Like for instance, with this US30, a lot more volatile, a lot more movements back and forth. That's why I don't like it for the strat. NAS a little bit less of that, so it works a little bit better. So yeah, it'll be cool to see how the neural network works on NAS. That'll be really cool to see. Which broker for that degen account? I'm probably going to use Vault Markets. Vault Markets and the indices, unbeaten in my opinion. I do use, I always butcher their name. I can't remember which one goes first, the H or the F. HFM, formerly Hot Forex. I use them for my currencies. So if I'm doing like GJ or if I'm doing gold or something, I'll use them because their spreads and what's the word I'm looking for? Commissions are a little bit better for that. But if it's NAS, US30, Vault Markets, all the way. So I'm really keen to see. I think I'm going to go forward with this one. So we are going to put some money on the line from next week on this. So I'm really keen to see how it goes. For those of you here, if you want to win that little account, let me show you how you guys can do that. So I'm gonna give you guys like 5 minutes. Everyone who's here and the guys who were on the 2G stream last week, I believe it was, they would have entered already. So you guys are gonna go to this live session, backtesting session 5. So the previous live stream we did 7 days ago, go in there, leave a young comment. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to do that. After that, we're gonna do a random comment picker. And that person's going to win that 5K account. Okay, does that make sense, chat? Let me know. Drop a comment. Jix, are you happy? Okay. That's the deal here. While we do that, I'm just going to check how my current trade is doing. It's on US30, yeah. I just survived. Just survived. A little stop loss hunt. Where's this thing? Chad, check how close that thing came to sniffing me out. Like stop loss, perfectly placed. This little green line is where I'm going to go to break even on this. This was taken on the idea that we had already tested Asia lows. This is the weekly R2, which we rejected quite strongly. We went and took EQ, we took the daily pivot, and then we took Asia highs, with the idea being that we might go for a daily R1 up there. Bit of a long shot. I already missed out on most of this momentum. I should have and wanted to enter down here when we bounced off the weekly R2 and closed back within the Asia range. But I was a little distracted, went away for a second, came back half an hour later, and we were already trading at Asia highs. I was like, move missed. So this is a sneaky one. Only went half risk on it because most of the move has happened. It's already 2:30. We have PPI coming in half an hour. So depending if price is right here during PPI, I'll probably move stops to break even and hope this thing punches up. So we'll see how that goes. On NAS 100 with the same settings, it got 43%. What's the RR on that? Like on 43%, are you going for 1:1? Are you going for 1:2? Because 43% is a good win rate if the RR is solid on that. What time is New York open again? It is 4:30, so we're 1 hour later. We'll be 1 hour later until March something. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hating this new system. I really don't like it. Cause like I like training. I don't like training in the mornings too early because I'm a powerlifter. Like I do like heavy shit, and I feel in the morning. I don't like putting my joints under that much load first thing. It's almost like when you sleep, your vertebra sort of like increase in space, and all that increase in space sort of makes your vertebra a little bit less stable. So when you put a heavy load on a slightly less stable vertebra, it just doesn't feel as good. Whereas throughout the day, gravity's been pulling on you because you've been upright all day. So your vertebra are just a little bit more compressed, and that's just a little bit more stable. So I prefer training in the evening. So this whole shift everything a little bit later by 1 hour, not doing me any favors. And also I find I haven't changed what time I come to the office. I still get here at like 7:30 to 8 in the morning. So now it just makes my day longer by an hour. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'll be really keen in March when we swap back. Okay, that's been about 5 minutes. Let me get a little YouTube comment picker. Okay, I think that's the one I like using, eh? Yes, that looks familiar. Okay, Chad. Let's see who's gonna win this account. Let's see who's gonna win this account. Now, to be fair to the guys who, what's their face? The guys who entered during the 2G stream, if they're not here right now, I'm gonna give them a pass. And why are you not working? It should be paste YouTube link here. That's the YouTube link, is it not? I guess this was not working. Actually, no. How am I going to contact this person? You can't actually message anyone on YouTube, so how would I contact them anyway? Am I trying to be nice? But like, it's literally impossible. Can you send a message on YouTube? I don't know. Number of winners 1. Solve some. Is that divided or plus? I'll say it's plus. Okay. Alright, Chad, you guys ready? Drum roll. Number of comments 22. Okay, pick me a winner then. How do we start raffle, pick a winner? There we go. There we go. Hey, coding with TC, and I know you here today. Well done, brother. TC, you are the winner. Let me know if you do know the process of claiming your account. Let me know, let me know. Well done. Well done. And James, you've been you're one of the OGs of Forex Insights SA, so I'm quite glad you won. See, that's almost cheating, Hanu. Like, you're able to do your back testing in, like, what was that, 5 minutes? I gotta manually sit here for an hour and a half doing mine. Now go. DC, just let me know if you know how the process is to claim. If you don't, I am happy to explain it to you, brother. You gotta like a little 5K your way. It's not too late to enter the Ultimate Trader, although now that I say it out loud, I think you need to use code TUT in order for them to track you that you are an Ultimate Trader. So I'm unsure if you can use that account on there. Yes, you're just gonna email support, let them know. Just send a screenshot of your your YouTube profile, and then I'll give them your YouTube profile's name, and then there you go. You just need to email them. Laka. Support might be a little bit slow today. There's just a lot going on, but by tomorrow you should get that account. So if you haven't heard anything by today, don't be alarmed. It might just wait till tomorrow. There's a lot going on. There's like Mo's right behind me folding t-shirts. It's a whole thing. Have you tried the t-shirts on yet? How's it fit? I haven't tried one on yet. There's lack of little merch going on. Listen, Chad, if Chris promised me if we get the channel to 5K, there might be a little Forex Insights merch coming up. So if you're what am I looking for? The comments, but I'm looking at them on here. If your grandmother and your grandfather and your sister's brother's cousin's second dog has not subscribed yet, go ahead and send them the link. Tell them to sub. If we get to 5K, we got merch. If we get to 2K, I'll do a bigger giveaway. I'll try and convince Chris to give me like a 100K account to give away. Something big. He doesn't want to give me a 100K account for free, but maybe he'll give you guys a 100K account for free. Evan, how's it, brother? Has the account for the week been given away yet? Oh, you just literally missed it by like 3 minutes, my guy. We just gave that bad boy away to my boy TC. Hey, TC, do you do actual coding? Like software coding? Is that what coding with TC is all about? Actually, let's open up your profile here. How am I gonna find your... Let's go here. Coding with TC, channel activity. No, view channel. What do you go to channel? What do you do? Hey, TC got some videos in here. Pip Cartel? You don't say. You don't say. I should watch some of these. Ah, you see? Do you do some coding? I think you and Hanu should link up. Get that neural network thing going. Lacko man. Alright, Chad, that is me for today. We got, like I said, we got a lot going on in the office right now. But like I said, I'm going to do a more thorough back testing on NAS for a little bit longer, collect more data on it, and then we're forward testing. That's assuming the back testing goes well. We're going to be forward testing how that goes next week. So, actually, why I forward tested? I might do some like vlog style little content on that. Let you know, guys, how it's going in real time on forward testing. I am a computer science student, Lacko man. I might just hit you up. There's an idea I've been playing around with, but I haven't quite figured out the parameters of how to do it. But I might just hit you up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, man. Chat to Hanu. You guys link up. Cause I know Hanu needs his wife Linda runs a massively profitable business, so doesn't always have the time to help him out with his stuff. So you might be of use, so I think you guys should link up. What a type count do you use on your DGen? So I use a micro bonus account from Vault Markets. Micro account because I like putting like $100 in there, especially with a very new strat. I only put in like $100 because I'm very happy to blow that. And if the strat works, then I'll put more money into it. So a micro account seems to work really well for that. If after 2 weeks on that micro account it does really well, or if it like really blows off, then I might just get a normal account, put maybe $1,000 in there and see how that goes, and then just take it from there. Typically, I like because I have different accounts for different strats. I do like the strats to sort of pay their own way. So if I put in like $1,000 and that goes really well, I might maybe put in more, or I might just decide, no, this strat was going to take the $1,000 to whatever it ends up growing to, and just keep compounding like that. I don't tend to withdraw major funds out of that. If I put in like $1,000, I'll maybe withdraw the original and just let that bad boy sit until it either grows or blows. That's on my DGen accounts. My main account I treat a little bit differently, but on my new tester accounts I tend to do that. And if there's an account the strat I really like, then I might move that strat to my main account and then treat that a little bit differently. So that's my sort of methodology to it. Granted, I've only been doing this for the last, I want to say 6 weeks. So it's still really early days. I might decide against it down the road, but for now it's working out really well. So I'm really liking that. Okay, congrats, UNT's. Okay, sick, guys. You guys go have fun. Lacko. Again, if your grandma's sister's boyfriend's second husband's side chick has not subscribed to the channel yet, do throw them the link. Let's get we broke the 1K. Let's try and break 2K. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure, and I think the strat. Listen, I have a good feeling about the strat. Actually, I have a really good feeling about the strat. So we might, if it does really well, then eventually I'm gonna disappear to an island somewhere, and you'll never see me on a live stream again. So subscribe while you can. Alright, gents, I will check you guys on the flip side. Adios, amigos. Oh, wait, actually, no, let's do that. Oh, you guys are seeing behind the scenes here. I need to do that. Okay, ciao, guys.